Another year, another Call of Duty. Mountain Dew lovers around the world hype themselves up for a new entry in the series of FPS mayhem. Many will tell you that the series has grown stale over the years, but I feel like this stems from older fans who want exactly what they remember. I come from a place of neutrality with the series. As a longtime fan, I'm more of a competitive player turned casual over the years. The release of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is both nostalgic and confusing. I'm not sold on the idea that this entry offers anything more than a serviceable bang for your buck, but you will get what you came for.
No, negativo. Se fue corriendo. Vamos a perseguirlo. Órale.
The campaign of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is a slow grind to the top. If you ever felt like Call of Duty could be compared to an on-rails shooter, the opening missions of this game will make that accurate. You're simply pushing forward, waiting for orders, and pushing forward again. Any move outside of what you're supposed to do will swiftly end the mission. You're constantly held back by slow conversations between the characters and waiting for the next path to open. Luckily, the second half of the game understands how to provide freedom of choice to the player, and it succeeds in that regard. The narrative plays out like an NBC primetime drama. You're expected to care about the characters, but I couldn't be bothered. The nostalgic beats of previous COD campaigns appear, but what Modern Warfare does right is level design. This isn't true for every stage, as venturing off the beaten path will reveal some primitive set pieces, but if you stick to the script, you'll see some excellent level design. There are a few ways to approach mission objectives, but I felt like there was the right way to complete a segment. If you played previous Modern Warfare entries, you'll notice a few returning characters, but nostalgia only goes so far. Multiplayer is likely where you'll spend most of your time. The usual modes have returned, but a few new ones caught my attention. For example, Invasion is pretty fun if you're up for a large-scale match, along with Knockout, which has players fight to retain possession over a package. It's all surface level, sure, but if you're trying to kill an hour, the multiplayer options will gladly act as a time sink. There's plenty to look forward to for competitive play in terms of upgrades and perks, but teamwork is almost non-existent, which has always been the case for the series. Even when playing with a team, I felt like I was mostly playing by myself. I had my mic on, but no one else did. Weapon customization is a huge selling point here, with Gunsmith offering plenty of ways to fine-tune your favorite weapons. These options are rewarded the more you play, which unlock at a steady rate across matches. Time invested is given these upgrades, but it can be a bit overwhelming, especially if you don't care about this feature. The significant difference in build stems from 4 perks that players can equip. Aside from base perks, ultimate and bonus slots are available to complete your defensive and offensive playstyles. The maps available are fun, but nothing struck me as exciting. Infinity Ward knows how to make a good multiplayer map, and that's seen here, but off the top of my head, I can't even think of a favorite. Still, compared to the campaign level design, I felt that the multiplayer maps received most of the attention. They each seem to cater to a handful of playstyles to make gameplay unique each time you play. Where Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 shines is found in its graphics. Sadly, as pretty as it is, there are a ton of glitches even days after release. It's upsetting that this is happening to such a high budget title. Further, enemy AI is clumsy and makes some of the strangest choices regarding where to take cover, while civilian AI comes off as insanely robotic. Finally, in moments where freedom is supposed to take center stage in the outcome of missions, you're constantly reminded that you're actually playing a game as you cheese your way through sections. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is Call of Duty at its finest in terms of setting and overall gameplay. You won't have an emotional attachment to the campaign, but you'll find excitement in late game missions. Multiplayer and co-op missions are where the fun lies, but sadly it feels more of the same with prettier graphics and sound design. Nevertheless, it's Call of Duty, and if that's what you're here for, then you have 2 great years ahead of you until the next release. Noisy Pixel is giving Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 a 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Please read the full review at noisypixel.net. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.
Noisy Pixel.